Bithlo is one of the villages that Orlando has, a city that is visited every year by 60 million visitors from all over the world due to its tourist attractions. Bithlo has a population of 10,000 inhabitants. The many problems that this village carries have made it forgotten by the state, but not by the organizations. As soon as you arrive in Bithlo, it seems as if this place is not in America, it's the promised land for every immigrant. There are no sidewalks on the road, no lighting at night, poor quality water, mobile homes that collapse every day, and the constant threat of hurricanes makes people pessimistic every time. But this is not our story. Brejdon Xhavara traveled from Albania to America to document the difficult life that this village of Bithlo and the neighborhood of Parramore has. One of the most difficult problems that this city has is housing. It is officially thought that there are over 4,500 homeless residents, and you see them everywhere on the street, in different areas, close to luxury and survival, sheltering under cardboard boxes on the street. Adequate housing in Florida, in recent years, has brought a problem that does not have a solution.
On the 6th of February of 2019, my sister dropped me off. I've ate from trash cans. I've got my clothes from Goodwill boxes or dumpsters, or I've come a long way. It's a long way. I found Transformation Village, high on drugs. My mama had passed away. I was homeless. Come here and weeded the garden, high on drugs. I fell asleep on the porch. Tim allowed me to take care of the garden. I went from taking care of the garden to having pending charges that I have completed probation on. I live on property at Transformation Village. I've got me a job. I've succeeded. I got 14 months sobriety. Couldn't have did it without Transformation Village.
Parramore is another wound of the municipality of Orlando, which has been home to the Afro-American community for a long time. With the start of the financial crisis of 2008, many of them lost their homes due to loans and ended up on the street, and today it is called homeless. While there are other problems, where many of them suffer from drug addiction, mental health problems, and other reasons such as unemployment, divorce, etc.
How long are you being homeless?
Over 5 years. But God had mercy on me and had kept me alive for years. On that wood, this church right here, they helped me out. I got baptized here. Brother Mike, just love you living back. Organization helped everybody. And it's not for them, and the mercy of God, I will not be alive today.
So where do you sleep now?
I got a place now. It's down the street here on Southwest. I came here to Orlando in 2013. 7 guys jumped me to take a cell phone and my money, and broke all my teeth, my collarbone, my fingers. But you know, 7 guys.
Why?
To steal my cell phone and my money. I was coming from work.
Presently, I'm homeless. I mean, I'm working on it. God's working on it, I should say. You know.
Why are you homeless?
Why am I homeless? I guess a lot of bad choices and decisions in life. Not, you know, making the wrong decisions. I mean, some things just happen. You know, sometimes God puts you through tests in order for you to, you know, be more humble, you know, to receive the blessings that He has for you, you know.
So where do you sleep now? At shelter?
No, I sleep at a church. I sleep there at night. They don't say anything as long as you leave by early in the morning.
It's pretty hard to find a job here. I've looked everywhere. There's really no jobs, no housings, no help for people that don't have housing. It's actually one of the hardest places to live that I've ever been in. Actually, I have 12 kids because I took in another one. But it's 12 kids, me and my wife, and we stay in a camper at the moment.
How was your life before?
It was better in Georgia, but
Why?
because I had a job, I had a house, I had more people to help, like more assistance there. It's not as hard to live there as it is here.
In Bithlo for many years, the organization United Global Outreach has been working to transform this village into a model of success, engaging families and children, offering professional education, various opportunities to receive public services, direct aid and many other factors. Others that are done together for a purpose to make the village livable and accessible for people. Timothy McKinney is the director who started this difficult mission to transform this village.
The mission of United Global Outreach is to develop a model to actually solve poverty in tough communities. And so we're convinced that the reason that we have poor neighborhoods is that we don't have the proper infrastructure and systems working correctly. So what we've done is we take a defined geographic boundary, which in this case is Bithlo in East Orange County, Florida. It's 12 square miles, a semi-rural community, and we focus simultaneously on 11 areas that need to be working right in every community for it to be a healthy place to live. And they are education, transportation, housing, basic needs, which include social services, healthcare, the environment, economic opportunity, the arts and athletics, and then most importantly, building a sense of community. And so if we can focus on all of those things and fix the underlying infrastructure, roads, bridges, sidewalks, access to healthcare, all of those things, then we believe one day you can be born in communities like Bithlo and not need a program or a social intervention by the government or NGOs or anyone else. You can just live a normal life. And so another key part to this model that we've created is we realize that there needs to be a center. Just like the atom has a nucleus, these communities need a place like a town center or a village. Well, Bithlo didn't have that, so we've created what we call Transformation Village, where I'm sitting today, and we're developing kind of a downtown for the community. So community coffee shop, library, aquaponics, community garden, playgrounds, athletic fields, multi-use building that the community can use, Orange County Academy, which is our school.
In Parramore, many of the churches offer food meals on several days of the week, helping the homeless to have a warm meal in addition to the help they give in several directions, as well as other organizations that help the community to become proficient in education, professional courses, and social activities. The New Image Youth Center, located in the heart of Parramore, has been hosting more than 30 people in their center to develop activities and to be more social in society.
It is one of our goals here to make sure that all of our youth in the Parramore community not only have a safe haven, but also have a family-like environment where they can be themselves. A moment where they can be children. A moment where they can get away from the riffraff of the outside and all the things that may be taking place and just relax and remind themselves that it's okay and that they do have the support that they need. It is our goal to make sure that our youth are able to dream. Not only dream, but to dream big. And then it is our goal to make sure that they're able to reach those dreams. When it comes to living in an area such as Parramore, which is often unresourced, does not have the grocery store, or is known as a food desert, we have to remember how important it is to make sure that our kids are not just stuck in this area, but understanding that there are so many things that are happening outside of this radius. So giving them the exposure of what they need is so important. Yes, we've all heard about the generational curses. Yes, we know that poverty is real because we see it on an everyday basis. But what we are trying to do is change that narrative by making sure that our kids have a safe place and that they're given the opportunities to know that they can make it. It is our goal also to help them come back to the same community that once helped them to give back, because that's the cycle that we're trying to create.
Orange County Academy, for a long time, continue its mission to teach students from Bithlo. Usually the children come from families that have social problems. The teachers say that education is the key for them to be more active and included in society and life.
I feel like our kids are just like kids all around the public school area, but we're a smaller community, and we are able to have a close-knit relationship with our kids and their families, and therefore I think that's positive because we are able to learn more, I guess, intimately about what they're going through personally, and that helps us understand them better when they come to school, if they're in a bad mood or if they could be hungry, or, you know, because we need to fulfill all of those needs before we can even think about education. So that's the plus. Well, I feel like one positive thing that I've seen is because our school is a little bit smaller and we have a lot of the community invest in our kids with time and just financial ways also, and mentoring them. And so our kids are able to get experiences that they might not normally get, as far as going out into the community and learning about their future, things that they could possibly do in the future for jobs. They're able to meet people that invest in their lives and pour into them. And so they're just getting a lot of real life experiences that super helpful.
The problems still continue in this area. Bithlo is represented by a commissioner who has two areas, Bithlo and Winter Park, which is its opposite, a very rich area with houses, villas and rich people. According to the conversations with the residents outside, the cameras show that the commission has never come to Bithlo to give a solution to a certain problem. From a survey conducted by the journalist, it was revealed that the residents were not supplied with drinking water. They still use wells to get water, but the residents show that the well water has damaged the children's hair and teeth from its use. Hank, a volunteer from United Global Outreach, says that housing and drugs have been a long-standing problem in Bithlo.
Bithlo is, saying it nicely, a very depressed area. There's a lot of homelessness. There's a lot of drug use. Multiple problems with families and kids not getting the support they need. They get all the support they need here at the school. Feed them, clothe them, teach them, love them. Tell them we're proud of them, things they don't get at home. For instance, during the hurricane, even though we didn't get as bad as some areas did, there were some families that were totally wiped out. Their houses were flooded, all their stuff was ruined, and they had us to rely on for food from our pantry if they needed it. And UGO has been a great asset out here. Kindergarten, a high school, a great team to work with. I came here about 3 years ago as a volunteer, part-time. Now I'm full-time volunteer. I'm retired. So I get to mentor, I get to substitute teach where needed, and just be an asset for them because they need it. The school's been here for approximately 13 years. This has always been a underprivileged area. It's almost like Bithlo has been forgotten by city officials. Just recently, in the last few years, Tim has gotten so many resources here that if he wasn't here and the school wasn't here, this area would be pretty much destitute to rely on whatever the city would do. There's the Coalition for the Homeless. Tim is on the board of that. There's all kinds of resources. We have Aspire for mental health, and they're on site. There's counseling for kids where they need it. Before I got here, I don't know, I've only been in Bithlo for about 15 years, and I never even knew about this place until someone said, hey, they need a locksmith, can you go fix a lock? And the next thing you know, I'm here 40, 50 hours a week.
According to official statistics in Florida, about 1.5 million residents are addicted to drugs and about 28,000 people are homeless. Organizations are the ones who are doing a colossal job, often replacing the state that should do more for their citizens.